Sometimes you travel for others and not yourself, and that's okay. Actually, it's necessary. So, lesson one, have a go bag ready. And for me, it is always packed with my non negotiables. These are like all my hair accessories, the gel for my hair, perfume as well. And this goes, it's always in here. These are all my toiletries, my deodorant, come to that, like my toothbrush. This is about finished soon, but I still think I can get some more work out of it, some more toothpaste out of it, hand cream, all the stuff for my face, like I use wash, my toner, I have it transferred into a bottle, my sunblock, also floss. I use this. It's just this is just a shaving cream and a mini razor. And I always use these because I can see what I have and see what's missing. Like I already knew that I am almost out with this, but I still have one more trip in me with that size. I always bring bug spray, and it's not, I mean, regardless of where I go, for bug spray, and this is if I get bitten, just spray it on there. And I always have like some kind of ointment I can put on any kind of cut or bruise. And then these are like other hair items. I think one is some extra gel, and one is like a leave-in conditioner. And this is like some hand cream, some little lotion that I put on. And then can't take the Jamaican out of me. I grew up with smelling salts, and if I'm not feeling well, I almost always take a whiff of it, you know, super strong. Ooh, but it kind of revive you somewhat. So I have this, and then and then I have basic makeup stuff. I will put on, it's like different things. It's nothing exciting. I'll wear, like, I always have on a mascara, an eyeliner, lip, and some concealer, and that's variation, and the setting spray that I use. And then I always like put them together in one bag and put them, bring this over, and then I put them in my carry-on. So this is always packed like this. I'll change the bags out from time to time, and I've tried other bags, believe me. I have tried all those fancy carry-on bags, travel bags that I've seen that folds out and hangs up, but I keep adding stuff to them and not remembering and not using them. So this I will keep. Can't close that right now. I always carry a fan. If you know, you know about hotel rooms and the inconsistencies with the air in there. I have an umbrella that is always in here. Sometimes it's not in here. Sometimes I put it in my bag that I bring on the plane with my carry-on. This bag I always have with me. It's a mini bag that I will wear around when I'm at work. Can hold my phone and a few essentials, but I keep it in my bag at all times. I may not always use it, but it's there. A mini fan, and this is really for Jamaica, but it stays in my carry-on at all times. So So shoes, I've mentioned shoes and how appropriate it is. I always have these that I wear. You can dress them up, dress them down. They look appropriate. I wore these actually to my uncle's funeral because after we had to go to a cemetery where it was muddy. So I keep these in here, and these are for work. I keep them in shower caps, keep my other things protected. This is another shoe that I will take with me that pretty much stays, that gives me some variety. So this side is usually packed like this. And then of course I'll put in two different brushes, you know, natural girly, you may want to extra pull down your hair a little bit. And then I have my diamond brushing case, other kind of hair prep for my hair, and a cap just in case I need it for anything. So that's how this side is almost always like this. These may change, like these shoes. This stays in, but this may change. These shoes may change to a sandal for Jamaica, all those things. So, oh, and I forgot to add my flip-flops items. These always go in as well. I keep here is if I always have like a sarong like this, or this is the one I'll wear in different ways, and this is the one that I'll wear as a scarf. And this I only probably take out when I'm in Jamaica if I need it. I don't really use it when I do work travel, unless I'm in the room and I feel like I want something that's more robe-like, but it's in my bag. But I haven't packed these yet. And the other side is focused on clothes, and I'll use different kinds of packing cubes for like underwear, all those other things. Lesson 2. Okay, not all trips are restful. So you should plan time in for some kind of unwinding before you jump back into your daily life. Even an extra day on your vacation helps. It does, because sometimes when you travel, it can take a toll on you physically and emotionally. So even though it's fun for me to explore, in truth, travel is not just about you just not interacting with anyone and moving from place A to place B. There's a lot of things that come with it, good and bad. So to get yourself into your daily life after coming back, my way of doing it is allowing myself time, some grace to even get some extra sleep in if I'm coming back very late. Just that extra breathing room, so then there is no rush to pick up myself and start back as if nothing ever happened, because it does get draining. Lesson 3. Versatile outfits for me are non-negotiable. I cannot go on a 2-week vacation and bring a separate outfit for every single potential experience I'll be having. All right. Suppose I'm doing 3 different things per night. That's a lot of outfits. So I always make sure that I pack pieces that can work in multiple ways. And that's the mindset I take into every trip. I take a lot of tops that work well with basic bottoms, I should say. And that's for me important. It helps my peace of mind and not have to be worrying about lugging around extra baggage on the off chance that there may be something that may happen or whatever. So my pack is almost always like a basic dress that can be dressed up and dressed down. Bring a solid color dress, cueing a funeral. A couple of years back, my father's wife died unexpectedly while we were on vacation. That's something we didn't plan for. We were already in Jamaica when it happened, and we were just at the beginning of our vacation. And the funeral happened while we were still in Jamaica. Lucky for me, I had a subdued dark outfit that I could go to pay my respects, but I didn't have appropriate shoes. And I remember that even though my clothes were appropriate in a sense, my shoes weren't. Whenever I travel, there is at least one piece that I can wear in different ways, and that is modest and respectable. When I pack for work, I have to pack light, but I also have to pack to make sure that every piece that I wear can go from day to night seamlessly. I may be up all day from 7 a.m., but if there's a dinner engagement with colleagues or potential people I've met at an event, I have to make sure that I look appropriately dressed in every scenario. So my outfits are always versatile. So I have to bear this in mind when I travel. For travel for work as well, it is going straight to the hotel, putting down my bags and jumping into work while there. So therefore my travel piece and my strategy for that are clean looking jeans or my pants that I show that I almost always wear for every travel. It's a jumpsuit. It's a cargo style pant, but it's somewhat elevated. It's those are my go-to. It's lesson 4. Travel insurance and flexibility can save you. Now, I mentioned before that I had to do 2 unexpected travel to Jamaica for funerals late last year. And in between, those were unexpected, but we had planned and booked early a flight for my aunt's 75th birthday in Cancun. When we purchased it, it was like any other time. I don't typically buy travel insurance, all these things. And when we had to unexpectedly, we didn't think about canceling at all the trip when my uncle passed and we had to go down. But when we flew back up and later found out that my aunt passed, we really did debate about whether we should cancel our flight and our trip to Cancun. The only thing was that we didn't take out travel insurance. We didn't do any of those things. So we still had to, and we didn't want to lose that money either. So we still had to do Cancun and we still had to fly to Jamaica. And that really had me thinking long and hard on, for future trips, when do we think it's feasible to take out travel insurance, or pay a little bit extra for flexible flight schedules, seeing what flights we can take that we can change if something should happen. Those are things that I never thought of before because I've never had a situation like I had last year. So I'm saying this now that I'm now thinking going forward to buy flexible tickets. And especially for international trips, even thinking about travel insurance, because I think now it's worth it. Lesson 5, and this is a big one. Sometimes you travel for others and not for yourself. And that's okay. Actually, it's necessary. 3 of my 5 international trips this year was for family. My mom's 80th birthday, that was for her. Those 2 funerals, those were to show up for family. Even the work trips really weren't for me. They were obligations. But you get what I'm saying, right? Those are the trips that matter. And I feel happy that I'm able to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what travel is about sometimes. It's not always all about all-inclusive hotels and resort vibes. Sometimes it's sitting at an airport exhausted, wondering how you're going to get through another trip. But you do it because your people need you, because showing up matters. And I learned that's not a burden. It's a privilege. Not everyone has family to show up for. Not everyone has work opportunities that require travel. So even when it's hard, I am grateful. Those are my 5 lessons from my 9 trips in 2025. So have a go bag ready. Plan for recovery time when you travel. Invest in versatile outfits. Get travel insurance and stay flexible. And remember that sometimes you travel for other people, and that's what makes it meaningful. If you travel a lot for work or family, let me know in the comments, what's your biggest travel lesson? What do you wish you knew before? So I have work trips coming up in February and March this year to Vegas and Orlando. So if you want to follow along, please do comment, like, and subscribe. I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, take care.